Hey there, Sean Bailey, and welcome to the Sales Funnel Nerd Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about making your own products, selling your own products in a sales funnel. Now, that's kind of the awesome part versus affiliate marketing, because affiliate marketing, you only get a chunk of commission, right? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's 50%, sometimes it's even higher than 50%. Some people, if they have enough of an effective back end put in place, that they'll just give you 100% of the upfront profits on the funnel when you're an affiliate because their back end is just so awesome. Right, so it depends what's out there, but still, those are kind of the exception, not the rule. So if you're an affiliate marketer, essentially you're getting a piece of the profits. Whereas if you create the product, oh, now you get all the money, right? So that sounds pretty appealing. And in the type of funnel that I built out here, I'll kind of reference it in the blueprints. So just go to seanbailey.com/FBP, go get your blueprints so you know which ones I'm talking about here. But instead of looking at the lead gen funnel here, the landing page, then you've got your thank you page. Thank you page is the sales page, right? Now, I didn't get anything close to this setup when I first was, after I was moved on from, wasn't really moved on. It was like, hey, affiliate marketing's cool, but I would kind of like to, let's be the product creator and get all the profits here and be on the other side of it. So, I had bad experience with an affiliate marketer, which was also kind of what pushed me that way as well. Just because, yeah, like I don't know, I just try to be nice about it. I've actually refunded people too fast and tried to help them out. Like I had one lady, she went and bought from one of my funnels, and I had tested it out. I knew that it worked. It was like real simple as far as it was like I even had it like explained out on the like confirmation page, right? Like after you order and go through, and then it's like the page where it's like success, your order's done. Here's what to do next. It literally said, or like I had it like step by step. I try to make it really simple. But it wasn't like like I've had issues with like buying a product, and like the last one I can think of, it was like I bought a product, and then when I logged into the site, it was just like enormous, just this like humongous library of knowledge, and I was like, hey, cool, this is awesome. I just, where can I find this thing? I'm looking for this one particular thing. Just try to be cool about it, and they were cool about it, and it was easy peasy. But this lady went like berserk in her email and was like accusing me of being a scammer. And just like unhappy that like I took her money and I wasn't giving her like what I promised her as far as the product, and I was like, ugh, like I'm no scammer. Good lord, lady. So yeah, I like as soon as I saw that, I just was like, hey. I just kept it short and sweet. I was like, hey, you've been refunded. Hopefully, we can part as friends. Right? That's usually what I put as far as if it's a refund situation. There's no need to be like curt about it or a jerk or anything like that, or just hey, like no problem. Right? Just be cool about it. But so I sent her that, and then I kid you not, within a few minutes after that, after I've refunded her, this sheepish email comes at me. Oh, sorry, I kind of figured out what my problem was here. Can you unrefund me so I can have access to the product? So, you know, I don't know. I guess I should have waited longer just to let her sort herself out. But yeah, she was not happy with that with the transaction, and she felt that I was ripping her off and told me so in the email. So I said, screw this. I'm going to go make my own product and sell this. And so it was like kind of like looking around and figuring out, okay, like how do I do this? There's like ways, different platforms where it's like if you have the product, you can like upload it and then they kind of take care of all the rest and take a little piece type deal. And you don't have to, you know what I mean? You don't have to go set up like a website and do a whole bunch of like technical stuff. If you just got the product, you can get by pretty low tech with some of those platforms. So it was like that, right? The one that I went with was called the Warrior Forum, and so their like sales marketplace was called the Warrior Forum, or no, was it Warrior Forum? Warrior Forum Marketplace, yeah. Anyways, the offers were called WSOs, Warrior Special Offers. So you would go and you would create your product, and you would and like a bit of a sales page, put it on there, set up your product, and then go. You would pay to have it show up on their like list of offers on the page. And it was kind of like like a scrolling type thing. Like you'd put your offer on, it would be at the top of the page, and then somebody else would put an offer on, your offer would kind of get pushed down. So it was only on there for like a short while, but while it was on there, if it was like a decent offer, you could usually expect to make some sales. Like I really didn't like crush it hard on there. Like some offers would make money, some offers didn't make money, but I was just kind of like learning the process and making information products and how that all went. Um, but I had it was cool because on that platform I had people, like the products that were good, people would approach you and be like, "Hey, can I be an affiliate of yours?" So, that was like kind of validating in a way to have people, just be like, "Hey, I've looked at your product and I think it's good and I would recommend it to someone else." So, it was a good platform. And sorry, I hit the mute button on my microphone. Yeah, halfway down my string here, there's like an easy to push button because there was a time I actually had a webinar, like 3 people showed up and I couldn't figure out why like 2 of them dropped off within like the first like minute and the other person amazingly stayed on for a while, but I'd hit when I got set up, I'm like, okay, here we go, let's start the webinar, and I'd hit the mute button on this little on this. I hit the thing at some point, my leg or my arm or something, and yeah, so I'm blabbing away, and nope, no sound is coming out. So always check your hardware for sure. So that was the initial info product day. So then after that, it kind of evolved into okay, let's not do it on this platform and just like not get pushed down in the rankings as far as advertising and whatnot. Just create my own funnel. But even to just pull off something like when you're looking at the blueprints and you look at the lead gen funnel and it's got the landing page, right? To set that up was like its own separate page and like way too much thought and effort was put into it back in those days. But eventually it was like create like a landing page to get them to opt in because that was the problem with selling on the Warrior Forum. There was that it was just like kind of a sales thing. Set up the product, the sales page, launch it, go. There was no real like funnel set up as far as like capturing email addresses and then like some back end like a email marketing afterwards. So it definitely wasn't as set up as it is now, right? Like now it's literally like leads every day coming in because of funnels set up. Um, but going back, it was starting up with like it was like a service where you could make pages, landing pages. It was lead pages at the time. So create a landing page and get the URL for that, and then create the next page, get the URL from that, make sure that everything's working together, and that this page is going to point to this page, and then you would have a separate like service for like a shopping cart service, so that you could go and have them go to your order page and actually get paid, and then make sure your order page is talking to your autoresponder, and make sure your squeeze page is talking to your autoresponder, and knowing that your autoresponder knows the difference between leads and customers, it was quite an endeavor back then to get everything to work together. Much, much easier now for sure. But it was probably one of the better business choices as far as like learning. I learned as much from the successes as I did from the ones that failed. So it was good. I mean, there was definitely products that failed miserably on there as well. Just like you think that it's a winner and you're like, yes, this is going to do so good. And then you put it out there and no. And then other things where you're like, this isn't so great. Like it'll be like a landing page or something, just something slapped together quickly. But the copy on it is good and it will just convert like mad. So it's weird how it goes. It's never what you think it's going to be. And, like as far as what people will decide or what they like. And yeah. So now with leads coming in pretty much every day, it's all because of I'm a huge fan of setting up the like Tripwire funnel, right? Something where you've got if you look at the lead gen funnel, so the landing page, the main thing about that is getting their contact information. Now I've had good results where I've asked for just the email address, and I've had good results where I've asked for name and email address, and it depends. If it's something where it's like, I've seen ones very complex forms just on the landing page that people will happily fill out for certain things, depending on how you have your front end set up. And then on the thank you page, you've got your, your sales page and your order and your essentially your order page there, right? It's not even a sales page where it's like a whole bunch of copy that they got to read. Yes, I want this. Click a button. Now they're at the order page. You can go even beyond that, so that if they click a button, the order page, the order information now appears on the page where once it was hidden before. So I think it's a great funnel and a good way to go, and why I'm such a big fan of it. And it's even better when you're selling your own products in regards to it. So yeah, go out, create your own products, create your own funnels, sell your own funnels. Try out this one funnel away challenge. I'm not trying to flog this thing like super hard and be ridiculous about it, but I'm really loving the crap out of it. I'm not gonna lie. There's been some lessons kind of taught to me as far as offer creation, um, and going into like certain elements of making sure that you kind of relate things to people, as far as not engaging in technobabble. If you throw out a term, try and explain it. You know what I mean? Just little gems that I've found throughout this course thus far. It's just been absolutely great. Every day they hit you with stuff. There's some like videos to watch, so it does take some time. It does take some work. But if you want a funnel that works, the great thing is that once you go through the training and learn about the funnels and watch all the videos and understand how that works, is that you can go, like, the book has all the stories. From the interviews that he sent out, 30 different entrepreneurs was like, hey, we take away, you got to start over from scratch. You only got 30 days. All you've got is an internet connection, a ClickFunnels account, and, that's it. Go. So they talk about what they would do to rebuild their business, because essentially they would just duplicate whatever gave them success. So they talk about, give you an abbreviated version of their success and what they've done, and you can kind of go through, like, oh yeah, I can relate. I could do that type of funnel. I'm into that type of thing. Or other ones where you're like, I'm not going to put together a big, 3,000 person event and, do that type of sales funnel or make money doing that. But maybe you're into webinars, because it doesn't matter whatever type of funnel you're like, oh, maybe. Trust me, it's covered, because I've gone through all of the 30 interviews and just kind of went through certain ones a few times because they appealed to me, but there's lots of different stuff in there. One of the guys, I think there's one guy who's a goat farmer on there. I've watched a video before with a guy who made over $150,000 with a funnel, and it was all about how to sell hot dogs, like, so being a hot dog vendor. So there's a person who has a funnel in there selling paintings of nude squirrels. Like, it's pretty weird stuff that's in there, that as far as what people will, but that just kind of proves that funnels work for pretty much any type of business. It doesn't really matter. So anyways, kind of went on a rant about the one funnel away challenge. It's super awesome. I'll probably have a link underneath the video that you can go to and check out. And I'm in like week 3 of it right now, and it's pretty awesome. The next week is going to be more about traffic and scaling, so I'm interested to learn and see what they have to talk about in regards to that. The funnel stuff, there hasn't been like I've definitely made a lot of funnels, but I was just, wanted to see what it was like. Wanted to get a big blue box in the mail. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun to get stuff in the mail. So yeah, that is, I think that's probably about it for today, and I will see you in the next episode.